So here I am on my Dunlop D605s, and it's kind of slippery. Today we got some wet leaves. I'm in northern Wisconsin. We got dirt, grass, a little bit of sand, rocks, and millions of miles of dirt roads, gravel roads. So right now, even though this is slippery, I can cram the front brake, get that rear tire off the ground. I can nail the gas, pull on the bars, I can get that front tire off the ground. Contrary to what everybody says, that these don't hook up, they don't grip, they suck. Death wings, Dunlops. Well, let's go over it. Number one, your lack of skill and experience. You're a noob. You just got a bike like this. It comes with 50-50 tires. And you take that first ride off-road and, oh man, we're pushing and sliding and we can't hook up anywhere. Well, let's talk about sag. You don't know that. You don't have your bike set up properly. You don't have the right rear spring in it. So if you don't know what sag is, it's the weight distribution front to back. You're too heavy for that rear spring, so now you're doing womp that. You don't have any weight in your front tire. Of course, it's going to push, slide, skate. The other thing is air pressure. Nobody ever wants to adjust their air pressure, or they don't know. You should not have more than 15 pounds of air in any bike tire off-road. If you're an experienced off-road rider, you know that. So, if you don't know what I'm saying, is it does not allow the tire to compress. So what you're doing is riding on that little point right there. See? Of course they're not going to hook up. When you drop these tires down, now you're hitting the entire contact patch of the tire. Now, some people say, well, these aren't very aggressive tires in the front. No, they're not. But do me a favor and Google what the tire looks like on a flat track dirt racing bike. It looks like a bald car tire. So what they're doing is adjusting their sag all the way to the front. And if you've ever experimented with that, taking too much out, it's pretty crazy. You can go hairpin any corner you want around here. So back to air pressure. Right now I got 12 in the rear. I got 14 in the front. I can't ask for any more than what these tires are doing right now. So back to the dual sport thing. This is a 300-pound dual sport. This isn't a race bike. I'm riding in third gear, playful fast. I'm not racing. I'm going just fast enough to get a little bit of air on these bumps. I'm standing up. I got the pegs weighted. And I wouldn't be going any faster anyway if I had more aggressive tires on. Now let's get to this scenario. You listen to everybody and you go put your 90-10 tires on, and you don't want to admit it, but you get on the pavement and wow, these things suck. They rumble, your arms go numb in 20 minutes because of the vibrations. You can't lean this bike into the corners, and now it just becomes a piece of farm equipment on the road. But whatever, I want to just ride off-road. So now what you've done is you've taken the pavement side out of this 50-50 bike. Now I only want to ride off-road. So now what you've done is just created a very heavy bike that still isn't the greatest off-road. Get what I'm saying? I've been there, I've done this. I've come full circle back to dual sport, and I put these tires back on my old KLX, and I was shocked at how good I could get these to hook up anywhere I went. After knowing what I do now, after kind of half-ass racing my YZ250FX and KDX, and that comes with time. It's all right, not everybody knows that, but I think people need to come to the terms and stop blaming the tires for everything. So this rear tire, or the compound of the rubber, is soft. It hooks up great in wet stuff on pavement. The rear is about $68. The front's about $44. It's a very soft carcass of the tire, so that's what I like about these so much. You can get these tires to do anything you want with just air pressure. So a tire that does good everywhere on a bike that goes everywhere is just golden. I'm going to get out of single track riding altogether. I think I'm sick of it. There's too many people on the trails. They rip them up. They all ride like assholes. And if you're stuck to them trails with side-by-sides on them, it's only a matter of time before you get hit head on by one of them assholes. So You get a bike like this with a plate, it allows you to just go anywhere you want legally. So what you're doing is opening up so much more riding. And to me, this is the most fun I've ever had on off-road bikes, is a small dual sport. Let's talk about terrain where these tires aren't any good. So I know some people are probably blowing up mud. These tires are horrible in mud. But I don't know why anybody would buy a bike like this to ride only in the mud. I encounter some mud holes, I can get through them. Slow down, take your time, know what you're doing. A lot of times I go brush bombing to get around it. But say you're in Georgia with that slimy clay, no, don't. These tires suck for that. They fill up, they don't eject. Say you're in Florida with that deep sugar sand, no. I get it, you gotta run more aggressive tires for that kind of terrain. So let's cover that before people blow up. I think that kind of very long-winded rant covered everything I wanted to get on these. If you don't believe me, get a bicycle pump, get a little air pressure gauge, and try this. And for fuck's sake, adjust your sag correctly. You need to do this to get your bike feeling how it should off-road. All right. Hopefully that cleared up some stuff. See ya.